Shout out to Money Brown, man. Ernest Jr. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. This one here is on 3 big dogs in this fight game. We have the legendary Canelo Alvarez, the hottest fighter on the planet, the #1 pound-for-pound king, the 4-division world champion, the undisputed super middleweight world champion. Then we have Jermall the Hitman Charlo, who's a 2-division world champion. He's the current WBC middleweight world champion. And then we have David Benavidez, who is a 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion, who's come out praising Canelo Alvarez for taking on Jermall Charlo. Yeah, David Benavidez giving Canelo his praises. You know, he's saying that he understands it and that, you know, he is a fan of boxing and he enjoy watching Canelo fight, and he want to see Canelo take on Jermall Charlo. He felt like this fight was going to happen next, right? He feel like it makes all the sense in the world. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, you know, David Benavidez deserved to fight and Canelo ducked him. But David Benavidez said out his own mouth, he understands it and it makes a lot of sense, right? He understand that, you know, Charlo is 32 years of age and Charlo was at the middleweight division with Canelo. He deserved it first. But like David Benavidez said, I got a fight coming up. I got to take care of my business. As long as I take care of my business, I will be in position to face Canelo Alvarez. I like the attitude of David Benavidez. He's not sounding like sour grapes. He's not sounding a little bitter. But nonetheless, you know, he just wants his opportunity, you know, if it presents himself as he go along, doing his job, keeping himself in position to face Canelo Alvarez or the winner of Canelo and Jermall Charlo. Now, as I kept telling everybody, man, Canelo is not ducking no David Benavidez. Canelo has never ducked a fight in his life. Canelo has never ducked a fight in his life. Let's get that understood first of all. Second, right, when he looking at Jermall Charlo, and like I said, he got respect for Jermall Charlo, but Canelo know that, you know, a lot of people wanted to see him fight Jermall in the first place. Even David Benavidez said, you know, a lot of people want to see Jermall Charlo fight Canelo Alvarez, and it's a smart move. It's a smart move. $50 million pay-per-view, way more money. So, you know, Canelo's smart, man. Everything is calculated. You got to run your chessboard the way you run your chessboard. But, you know, Jermall versus Canelo, Canelo versus Jermall is one hell of a fight, and it should be praised by everyone. Everyone. You feel me? It should be praised by everyone, because it's a hell of a fight. Now, Jermall Charlo, a lot of people don't like him because of his personality, they say. A lot of people look at him saying he's too cocky. A lot of people don't like the twins. They feel like they this, that, and the third. But you can't deny that they can fight. You cannot deny that these boys can fight their ass off, bro. And I tell y'all this all the time. All the time. And me and David Benavidez, we kind of agree on one thing. You know, I'm not holding Jermall Charlo accountable for the last fight because I thought he was just going in there to try to knock out Montiel, and he thought Montiel was going to be an easy fight, right? When you facing somebody like Canelo Alvarez, Jermall Charlo is fit to try to come in the best shape of his life. He know he got to be in the best shape of his life. He know it. He ain't no goddamn fool. He know he getting in the ring with. He know Canelo Alvarez ain't no joke. He know if he going there bullshitting around and not turning over every stone, he's going to get fucked up and fucked over. You understand what I'm saying? So he don't want to get embarrassed in front of the whole world, because the fight will be taking place in front of the whole world. You understand? When you face the Canelo, you facing the best. When you face the Canelo, you're on the biggest stage ever. When you face the Canelo, you better be in the tip-top shape, ready to go, and no excuses. You understand what I'm saying? No excuses. So when I'm looking at this situation with Canelo and Jermall Charlo, man, right, we in a good fucking position to have this fight. This is a pay-per-view worthy fight. I repeat, it is a pay-per-view worthy fight. And David Benavidez is man enough to admit that and understand that. He's man enough to admit it and understand it. And another thing that David Benavidez said that I do agree with is Canelo is loving working with Al Heyman. Canelo Alvarez is loving working with Al Heyman. And I made a video back when I told people Canelo Alvarez working with Al Heyman is going to be one of the best moves Canelo ever did. because I seen what Al Heyman did for Floyd Money Mayweather. I seen what he did for Mayweather. We all seen what Al Heyman did for Mayweather. He can do those exact same things for Canelo Alvarez. He can do the exact same thing for a Canelo Alvarez because Canelo is his own boss. Canelo got the game on lock. Canelo has a country behind him, and he's conquering other countries. So when you see that type of individual, when you see that type of star power, right, and see that iconic person can go into that ring and draw 72,000 people, no, 73,000 people, right, to come watch you fight, that is special. And if you link up with Al Heyman, a man that knows the business, a man that can get you every penny that you deserve, every penny that you deserve, and you talking about a Canelo Alvarez? Canelo's going to maximize on them deals every time he sign a contract with Al Heyman. He's going to maximize on them because he's going to get the upfront money. He's going to get the TV deal money. He's going to get his endorsement money, right? His merch money. There's so much money that's going to be piling into Canelo Alvarez. He going to be getting checks for months and months and months and months in, just like Floyd Money Mayweather did. So when Canelo see that type of star power and they rolling the red carpet out for him, you know, as much as he like Eddie Hearn, as much as him and Eddie did some good business, the key word is, this is business, never personal, business. And you got to make the right business move for you and your family. And Canelo working with Al Heyman is the right business move for him and his family, right? And David Benavidez acknowledged that as well. But for David Benavidez to come out and get Canelo his praises and his just due, right, I can respect that to the utmost. I can respect that to the utmost. All he's saying is, you know, once you finish, like first of all, he said, I'm in a good position. I'm in a good position. Whether Charlo win, whether Canelo Alvarez win, but he can't see Charlo winning. Like he said, I can see Canelo knocking out Charlo more than I can see Charlo knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But it's boxing. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. We all know that. But we know Canelo will come in there on this shit, on this A game. He's not going to go in there bullshitting around. He's not going to go in there laying down, playing around, and end up losing what he worked so fucking hard to get, right? And that's to be the king of boxing right now. So Canelo is not for to go in there bullshitting around. So when I look at this situation, right, David Benavidez just saying, after you finish Jermall Charlo, can I get mine next? You feel me? Can I get my opportunity next? Caleb Plant got his opportunity. Jermall Charlo got his opportunity. Now I'm sitting right here, can I get my opportunity next? And y'all know what? I think Canelo Alvarez just might give David Benavidez the opportunity next. I think Canelo Alvarez just might give David Benavidez that opportunity next. You never know. You never know, bro. You know, it's going to be like, assuming he get past Jermall Charlo, right? Of course, Ilanga Makabu, if he be victorious tonight, he's going to be opponent. Better be Bivol and David Benavidez. So Canelo list is going to stay long. Every time he knocks somebody off, that bitch is going to get longer and longer. But you just never know. You might get the opportunity. You might get the opportunity. And if you don't get it next, then you're only 25 years old. David Benavidez is 25 years old. You feel me? He can still move up to 75 and still see Canelo at the light heavyweight division, where I believe is going to take place. I do believe Canelo and David Benavidez will fight at 175. I think Canelo will give that kid that honor. You understand what I'm saying? Canelo is not the type of fighter that'll rob somebody, you know, of their biggest fight and they think it's the fight that's going to get them the glory. Canelo welcome them type of fights. But it's just got to be on his time. It got to be on this time. You feel me? So when I look at this situation, man, you know, I give David Benavidez all the credit in the world for understanding and not crying, right? Not doing the move of these other suckers out here who don't want to go out there and make their own fucking legacy out here. You know what I mean? He's going forward with making his own legacy. And you got to respect that. He can't get Canelo. He try to get the next best thing. He tried to get Jermall Charlo. You feel me? He tried to get Caleb Plant. You understand? So you got to give him his credit and his just due. Now Demetrius Andrade coming up. Let's see if you give him an opportunity. We never know how things are going to play out in this boxing game. But I know one thing. You can't sit around and wait on the king. You understand? You can't sit around and wait on the king. You got to go out there and make your own legacy and put yourself in position to be a king. You dig? And when you become a king, then you'll understand how a king has to move. You feel me? So when I look at David Benavidez, he got all the making and the potential of being a king in this boxing game. And I can respect that because a king going to make their own lane. A king is going to make their own lane. They're not going to just sit around, pout, moan, and cry over some shit. They going to go out there and kick the motherfucking dough in. And that's what David Benavidez is trying to do. And we got to respect it. You feel me? And I think just by him doing that, just by him being, humble like that, but still marching to get what's his, I think Canelo will respect that. And I think Canelo will get his young kid an opportunity somewhere down the line. It might not be next, but somewhere down the line, Canelo's going to get his kid an opportunity because he's going to see the hard work he put in, right? He's going to see that he's been down, staying humble, not talking no bullshit, but just speaking real shit, trying to get him an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo will give him that payday. He'll give him that payday, and he'll give him an opportunity at greatness. You feel me? Canelo gonna knock his ass out, but at the same time, he still give him a payday and an opportunity at greatness. And that's just gonna be the respect that come from Canelo because of everything David Benavidez did to put himself in that position. You dig me? So we'll just see how these things turn out, man. Like I say, man, Canelo versus Charlo is coming, everybody. We just waiting on the announcement. Right? Even David Benavidez acknowledged that and said it's the best fight out there, a one-fight deal on pay-per-view. The other two fights ain't even pay-per-view, and Canelo loving that money. So soon we will have Canelo Charlo signed, sealed, and delivered. David Benavidez got David Lemieux. He gonna handle his business, and after that, we'll see what's next for both of these kings. You dig what I'm saying? Until then, this your boy Money. It's the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. Trey out the 52 at gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share the videos, and y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.